Hey there, funnel builders. How are you doing? I hope you can't hear the roadworks happening outside. There was like a crazy huge hole that we had to dig up last week. Anyway, what I want to talk about today is something that really frustrates anyone that you work with who works with you. The number one piece of feedback that I get from my team is, Mike, we don't know what's in your head. There is so much you haven't told us. Can you please let us in? And I did some coaching last year. And one of the big pieces of feedback was, your team will be much, much happier if they understand more about the business and the brand. And as soon as I heard the word brand, I went, oh, I really don't want to be one of those people that's like stands up in front of a room of people and says, remember, guys, we are integrating modern day e-com. I was like, I can't deal with that. And they were like, no, you've completely got the wrong end of the stick. If they understand what my working schedule is and what the jobs are that I'm doing and what I prioritize, that gives them the best possible insight into what the business does. And I was like, that seems incredibly obvious. And they said, imagine just doing one video a week. It's 52 weeks a year. And you only did 2 minutes. That's 100 minutes of content. Would you be able to educate your team on what the business does and get them more ramped up and up to speed on what you do with 100 minutes? So almost over an hour and a half. It's like, yeah, definitely. Great. Let's split it up then. So here's what we do. Every single Monday, the first 2 things I do are a weekly video to my team and a weekly video to my coaching clients, the people inside 7-Figure Freedom. These videos are around 2 minutes long. They are super, super short. They're very broad, and I do them as something a little bit like this. They'll be like, hey guys, happy Monday. How was your weekend? I hope it was good. I went and did a bunch of rowing and some half marathons, even though it was atrocious weather. Let me know what you got up to. This week, what I'm going to do is ... And so the first thing I do is I build a little bit of rapport. I ask about like what they've done, what they've got up to, what I got up to. I want to know about their weekend. I give a comment about where we are in the month, which is often probably very, very boring. And because I'm British, I talk about the weather. The first thing that I do is I talk about what's on my calendar. Now, I don't share like private personal information, obviously, because my calendar has a lot of that stuff, but I do with my team, but not with the clients. And I'll talk about sales calls, lead generation calls, training that we've got coming up, anything that's coming up in the calendar. And I also talk a little bit about our content calendar. I say, this is what's being published this week. Even though I might have recorded it ages ago, I talk about what is coming out this week. I just give a brief overview of the calendar. Events, again, kind of comes into that. I'll talk about what the coaching call is going to be, if there anything is coming up in the future, anything I want to particularly get marked off. Tasks is what I'm going to be working on. And I say, look, this week I want to interview, this week I want to hire, this week I'm going to be creating all of our Facebook or YouTube content, whatever it might be. I give them oversight, really quick oversight of what my week looks like. And if I have to take time off for anything, I put it in there as well. And notes is stuff like, hey, we've got a brand new resource as well, so I'll share that with you next week, or I'll share another video with you. So that will often lead into another video. And when it comes to my clients, even if you don't have coaching clients, if you have pure agency clients, I absolutely think that you should be doing a weekly video. A 2-minute Loom call could completely change the destination of your customers. And I would do the same thing. I would talk about what's on your calendar and say, hey, look, if you want to jump on a call for a quick 10 minutes, I'd love to do that. Talk about what's happening in your calendar. Tell them the content that you're going to be producing and say, look, at the end of even if you only do one video like this a week, tell them that it's coming out, and then tell them that it's out, and then tell them when it's later on. What is it? Tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you've told them. Tasks, you would be staggered at how many of the clients and personal consulting customers that I have are interested in what my working schedule is like. I say, this is what I'm working on. It gives them insight into how I work, and it gives them a little bit of inspiration and ideas over thinking, well, this is what I could work on. And notes might be something that's just coming up. They only have to be 2 minutes long. They're super quick, 120 seconds. Anyone can check that out. People sit down at their laptops on a Monday. They don't immediately want to get to work. They want to ease themselves in. This is a prime opportunity for you to put yourself right there at the heart of their business. So this is number one thing that I do on a Monday for my team and for my customers, and I think it's done massive amounts of help. for the business. In the meantime, guys, I hope you've had a fantastic week. I hope that was useful. I do this every single week. And if you do want to jump on a one-on-one call, by all means, just let me know in the comments down below and we'll jump on a call, brainstorm a few ideas, maybe around how you could run your business. In the meantime, I'll let you get on with your week. Have a fantastic weekend. And yeah, speak to you later. Cheers, guys. Have courage, commit, and take action.